What follows is my interview with Andy Warhol. We're going to be discussing about how he was a free spirit and the man who put the pop into pop art. Hello everybody and welcome to A Date with History. I'm your time-traveling host, Justin Goldstein, and today we are with Andy Warhol. Andy, it is such a pleasure to have you here today. Thanks for having me. It's groovy to be here. So, who was your family and what was your early childhood like? I was born on August 6, 1928 with my brothers Paul and John. And from an early age, I was considered a mama's boy with my mother, Julia. She was there since I was young and also when I was an adult and in my stages of being very, very famous. My dad, Andrei Warhol, came from Slovakia but died when I was at age 14. From then on, I knew I wanted to draw. Very interesting information, Andy. Next question is, what was it like when you were growing up? Was it happy? Was it exciting? Was it sad? I was teased a lot due to my blotchy white skin and also other illnesses that I had as a child, which caused me to be socially awkward and to be picked on a lot. When I went at Carnegie Institute, I didn't really follow my teacher's instructions, and the professors there didn't really like my art, so they kicked me out of the art club. But then I decided to pursue my career, pack all of my things, and move to New York. Marvelous information, Andy, just marvelous. So Andy, what was it like when you were in college, and what was your first ever job as a young adult? The world may want to know. After college, I wanted to pursue my career of art, but at first I decided to become a teacher. But there weren't so many job openings in Pittsburgh, which was pretty unfortunate for me. So I decided to move to New York to find more job openings. But the thing is, I was so poor that back in Pittsburgh, I had to pack all of my belongings in shopping bags because I couldn't afford a suitcase. But in New York, I was even begging on the streets for money, and then one day, I decided to walk into the company, Glamour magazine, and ask for a job. And then I got a job drawing advertisements. And then in my very first ever commercial, they left the A out of my last name, Warhol. So then I liked my new last name, and I was now on called Andy Warhol. Andy, that was such marvelous information. What made you famous and what kicked off your career per se? I was known for starting the whole new art generation known as pop art, standing for quote-unquote popular art. And I was also really known for one project in particular. One day my friend came up to me and said, "Hey Andy, you should draw a Campbell soup can." So I decided to draw all 32 Campbell soup cans in each flavor that they had. That caused me to have mass wealth and also to have a really, really good career. Andy, did you enjoy being an artist? I loved being an artist. I didn't really like wearing fancy clothes, suit and ties, and all of that. I just decided to wear sloppy clothes and other types of things. But I was also really, really unique for wearing a giant white wig, as you can see on my head. Everyone thought it was so ugly and hated it. Even my own mother. Can you believe that? My own mother. But that's just how us artists roll, man. Just how we roll. Andy, you are such an amazing artist, but how would you like people to remember your legacy? I want my legacy to be that I was a person that took normal day things and made them something new. Like the Campbell soup can or Coca-Cola. I basically took something that was so regular and just made it colorful That's how it's like in the groovy 60s. But I also want to be remembered for my story, basically, and who I became in life. I was a person that was so down low. I basically hit rock bottom, and then I literally soared up to the skies, discovering a new space. Okay. Thank you for having such a great time tonight on A Day with History. Next episode, I venture off to find the Marie Antoinette before she gets guillotined. And so does her husband. So sad. But we hope you had a great night. And next up is the lottery numbers in Jeopardy!